with him. Okay, okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing their ace.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. On the ground near home. He's got to hurry. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now batting, Pedro Gonzalez. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. David Gonzalez will be next. That one's in there, 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are two gone.
Center fielder.
Striding in, David Gonzalez. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. The throw into second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Digging in the switch hitter, Andy Whitlock. Batting average for him on the season, standing in the 320s entering action today. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, right here's why you got him in the 4 spot to drive in runs. Now you come up with the big hit there. You put a guy at second base in scoring position, and here comes the big boy, number 4. Do your job, big fella. Drive him in.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Kirecki right there, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. At the plate, Mark Kirecki. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Mark Kirecki.
And a fastball just a bit high. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a... Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Coming to the plate now, Brian Gonzalez. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
He's really showing me something right here, Matt. He hit the last batter, and the first pitch right here, boom, fastball on the inside half, coming right at him again. He's not fearful of anything.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a slider on the inside for strike one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Two and two count. Here it comes. And the sinking fastball called strike three, and that's out number one.
Batting third.
So coming to the plate, baseman, Brian Ballou. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball that time, not even close. The 1-0 delivery. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Swing and a little blooper to center. Gonzalez ranging into the outfield. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Miguel Santiago. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Stepping into the box, Wayne Tatum. Smoke toward third. Muncy ranges to his left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now in the box, B.J. Draper. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
B.J. Draper.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to Hackett, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 now. Set to deliver on 3-0, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. At the plate, Andrew Lambo. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First offering on its way. Hit out toward second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. Coming to the plate now, Lance Leahy. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no ball. Balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Slider up that he gets a call on.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Peters has it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout.
Third baseman.
So digging in now, Max Muncy. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. He's set, and the pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Runner goes. Pitch outside. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Standing in, Justin Milano. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one.
Justin Milano.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Alvin Anthony.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And that's allowed out number 1.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Adrian Vega.
First offering on its way. Adrian Vega comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes this the other way to right. Leahy is right there as he takes it for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting 9th.
Stepping in, Rod Peters is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So striding forward now, Oliver Bordick. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Oliver Bordick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Number 1.
Digging in, Ryan Richard. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Ready for another chance? Pedro Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Number 11.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. David Gonzalez. First pitch of the at bat. And that one stayed too low apparently. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. 3-1. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Peters has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in to try it again, Mark Kurecki. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Mark Kurecki.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Lambo is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready now,
Center
Brian
fielder,
Gonzalez.
Brian Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in for his second at bat, Brian Ballou. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, the rain is coming down hard here. It's definitely getting wet out there. Look at the outfielders. Those poor guys, they always get soaked out there in the outfield. All I got to say, though, is I'm glad I'm sitting right here in the booth next to you, Matt, and not down there on the field.
And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Andy
Leading off with
Whitlock.
a curve.
He'll try to get it
Left
going here to
fielder,
begin the fourth.
Andy Whitlock.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Tata is there. 1 out. Standing
Now
in,
batting,
B.J.
catcher.
Draper.
B.J. Draper.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Milano has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Andrew Lambo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
The 2-1 on its way. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Fastball in there. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another payoff pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Right fielder, Lance Leahy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Miguel Santiago.
Leading off the 4th inning, first baseman, Miguel Santiago.
Into the windup and the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dwayne Tata comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at bat. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And that one stayed up a little high.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. At the plate, Justin Milano.
Left fielder, Justin Milano.
Here comes the first pitch. Sinking line drive out to right center. That's in there. Base hit. Santiago rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Into the box,
Now
Alvin
batting,
Anthony. 0 for 1
hitter,
for him here in this
Alvin
one.
Anthony.
First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Stepping up now, Adrian Vega. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. No movement on base. It's ball one. 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Oh, but they throw it away at second. 1 run scores. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game. Roger Donovan answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Rod Peters will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot
baseman.
Now. Mark Kirecki. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Brian Gonzalez.
Brian Gonzalez is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. That'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He'll start
Leading
things
off
out
with
as
a
we
curve.
begin the 5th.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. Digging in now, Oliver Bordick.
baseman,
He's 0 for 1
Oliver
thus far.
Bordick.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
1-0.
1-0 pitch on the way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gonzalez moves over. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number
Settling
1.
in now, Ryan
Designated hitter,
Richard. He's 1 for 2 in the ball
Richard.
game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for strikes. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
Here's the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Way outside. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Pedro
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And that misses for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. From the belt, the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Brian Ballou. No hits in 2
Leading
trips
off
to the
for
plate
Akron.
for him in the ball game.
Third baseman, Brian Ballou.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
2-1.
Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
I don't know what he was looking for right there, but man, he got a piece of that changeup, was able to foul it off. But that's a ball sitting right there for him to hit, and he was late with it. So I don't know what he's looking for something harder probably. Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup, back-to-back changeups, he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The next 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Miguel Santiago. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Here's another 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gonzalez has a read on it. One down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Now at the plate, Dwayne Tatum. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out and a runner on second base. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Justin Milano. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. From the belt, the pitch inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, a splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? David Gonzalez.
Leading off with a
1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
David Gonzalez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The left fielder, number 4.
Ready for another shot now. Andy Whitlock. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Santiago backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Ready once again. BJ Draper comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there. 1-0.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alvin Anthony. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Alvin
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Gonzalez calls for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Adrian Vega. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Digging in to try it again, Rod Peters. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 1-0 delivery. That misses. 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over him.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Whitlock is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2. Striding in once again, Mark Kirecki. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. '50th pitch of the game on its way. In there at the letters 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Sends it in the air to deep left field. Whitlock going back on it, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Number 3.
Digging in, Brian Gonzalez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot. So digging in now, Brian Ballou. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Digging in the switch hitter, Miguel Santiago. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Santiago.
First delivery to him on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. The pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though. For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Right fielder number 15.
Settling in now, Dwayne Tata. From the stretch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Left fielder.
Striding into the box, Justin Milano, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Now at the plate, Andrew Lambeau. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Andrew
into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
He's really done a remarkable job considering the fact that he's thrown the first pitch strike to less than half the guys in the lineup. He's under 50% right now, and that's usually not a recipe for success.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him to go down swinging there. Andrew Lambeau becomes the first out of the inning. Lance Leahy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gonzalez on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Digging in, Oliver Bordick. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Oliver Bordick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired.
Traditional 7th inning stretch.
Now at the plate, Alvin Anthony. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Anthony.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Vega.
Adrian Vega.
Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bordick backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Rod Peters. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Anthony rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner from first comes around to score. Into the box, Mark Korecki.
Number 00, second baseman, Mark Korecki.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Muncy comes up with it. Throw on to first. 2 gone. So striding forward now, Brian Gonzalez.
Brian Gonzalez.
He's set and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Standing in, Brian Ballou.
Third baseman, Brian Ballou.
First delivery to him on the way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double digits, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And that misses. 2-1.
You know, I think his mechanics are starting to betray him a little bit. He's really lost the strike zone, and when that's the case, something is usually off at his delivery.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now batting, Ryan Richard. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Designated hitter, Ryan Richard.
Ronald Childs enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
Ronald Childs.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Hey, great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Full count now. 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Pedro Gonzalez, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
1-2.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Fielder, number 11.
Digging in now, David Gonzalez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Milano is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Keith Hessler enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Keith Hessler.
Miguel Santiago will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Miguel Santiago.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Gonzalez going back on it. Gone to lead off the inning. Ready now, Dwayne Tata.
Dwayne Tata.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Fouled back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So stepping in, Justin Milano. First offering on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Leahy is there, 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Alvin Anthony.
Alvin Anthony.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Whitlock ranging back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Now at the plate, Andy Whitlock. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th.
Andy Whitlock.
Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Sent toward first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, DJ Draper. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low for ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Into the box now, Andrew Lambo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood.
The deal, here's the 1-1. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
For the Rubberducks, 11 runs, 12 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Curve, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.